Okay, so those are trade associations and measurement. I want to say just a little bit about specialist buying agencies. So, when we look at the marketplace and the companies on the buying side, because out of home, this is true worldwide, by the way, not just in the U.S., because out of home is so local and changing all the time with new players starting new companies, new forms of out of home being available, lots of new things in the digital place-based world, etc., new signs going up. It's complicated. It's hard to buy. You really have to have that local knowledge. So there are companies who specialize in this. This is one of the biggest. It's Kinetic Worldwide. It's under the WPP umbrella, biggest agency, kind of conglomerate in the world. This is the wrong link. Hang on. Even though I thought I had the right link, it went to the wrong thing. Because they don't own the name. Kinetic's a pretty common name. So you really have to go to Kinetic, www.com, or you don't get to their website. Great branding, guys. Yeah, smart. Okay, so hopefully, right. So this is their site, their work, about. Let's look at about. And they are worldwide. They have offices all over the world. From the brief to the street, streetwise, out of home. Okay, services. Usual sort of BS these guys do. And sports and entertainment. So, I don't even know. Let's just see what the heck this is. Come on. The Kinetic Experience. Ooh. Oh, this is experiential marketing. We don't really talk too much about this, but this is people that stage events, usually for sampling. A lot of social media. Anyway, so Kinetic Worldwide is one of the agencies owned by WPP. And work. We build brands and out of home. Case studies. Okay, there's some success stories of things they've done. They're pretty much the biggest. Again, worldwide owned by WPP. But specialists who do this is what we're looking at for out of home. There's a little, that's WPP, by the way, the parent brand. These are some of their global brands on the side. Kinetic isn't even listed there. It's underneath another one of the sub brands. The WPP has 130,000 people. They're all over the world. Well, we are wrapping up now at out of home. So we started with U.S. and worldwide spending. Out of home's going up. It represents 5-6% of overall spending in media in the U.S. and worldwide. We talked about buying out of home, that it's a local medium, that you go to SRDS and you go market by market and look up the players and contact them, and you know your target audience, who you want to reach, right, before you start putting together any kind of a plan. And then you see which media type in which city reaches the target the best way. And SRDS gives you contact information. You contact the companies like we did with Norton Outdoor in Cincinnati, and you can look at their inventory and what they have, and then you're going to get on the phone with a sales rep. You'll tell him or her who you're trying to reach, what your timing is, and they'll see what inventory they have available, and start to put together something for you as it's coming together. Before you actually commit to buy it and sign a contract with the outdoor vendor, you're probably going to go ride the market and look around a little bit and just show them that you're serious and you You want good locations. And after you buy it, it could take a while to go up. You want proof of performance as to when it went up. And there are issues with out-of-home creative. If you just have that one poster to fill, you want to make it provocatively simple, or use provocative simplicity, one or the other or both. It's an uninvited guest. You've got to have some charm. You've got to engage the mind of the viewer. You have to make sure it's readable, first of all. Do a distance test. The industry has got some trade associations, the OAAA, TPAA. In terms of measurement, you have what used to be the TAB, the Traffic Audit Bureau, is now Geopath, and they're in the midst of trying to make the impression and exposure numbers more credible. We looked at the leading companies, and we made the point that out-of-home is usually bought by out-of-home specialist agencies anywhere in the world because it is complicated. It's complicated to know who to go to, who to talk to. It's complicated because you have to ride it. You have to know something about the market to make sure you're not getting ripped off. Well, you will have done, this lecture is supposed to be completed by February 14th. I think it is. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I know the first class was the 31st, second was the 7th, so I'm thinking it's the 14th. This lecture, it'll be done by the 14th, and during this week, I'm putting this up on Monday or Sunday night, you'll be working on your out-of-home My Media Journey, and you have that assignment. Your second assignment, which will be due on the 21st of February, is to do a My Media Journey with newspaper, either newspaper, paper, or online. And you're going to answer the same questions. And I'm just going to also add, again, because we talked about empathy. If you're not the target audience, you need to empathize with the target audience when you evaluate anything anybody's trying to do to market to them. Use empathy if you're not, probably for newspaper, you're not the target audience. Let's face it, very few of you are reading newspapers. So try to put your mind in the place of the target audience as you just, decide in your MMJ write-up whether you think it's going to effectively, influence the target audience or not. Okay? Whoop, here's your reading. Boy, it's cut off here. I'm sorry. I don't think I can expand the screen anymore. But this is the newspaper reading. You will see it in the syllabus, which you know. It's in content. It's in course information. If you have questions, please reach out to me. And this is the end of the out-of-home lecture. And good night.